Friends, I'm Natalia Bonner. It's day 71. Today we'll be quilting with my 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler. Now you will notice I have a little bit of the Westerly staple tape on the back of my ruler. This is just to help keep my ruler in position. And honestly, it's something that I really highly recommend, especially when you're starting out with machine quilting. It just really helps your ruler stay nice and stable. Let's get stitching. I'll begin by finding the center of the top of my block. From there, I'll use the largest curve on my 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler and begin stitching in the bottom left corner. From the bottom left corner, I'll stitch a curved line going from that corner to the top center marked point. From the top center marked point, I'll adjust my ruler and stitch from there back down to the bottom right corner. From the bottom right corner, I will then adjust my machine quilting ruler and stitch along the ditch. Once I reach about 1/2 inch above my line, then I will go ahead and, using my 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler, I will stitch a first echoed line. I'll repeat that process working back and forth across that top right side of the block, stitching those echoed lines. Once I've stitched those, then I'll move to the opposite side of the block. So now I'm at the top left corner and I'll stitch those echoed lines filling in the top left section of the block. Once I've completed that, I will move back down to the bottom left corner, and this is where I'll begin the stained glass design. And I'm going to switch and use my 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler and my inside out machine quilting ruler. This design is something that could totally be done with just the 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler. You could add markings every 1/2 inch along the bottom of your block and also along your previous stitch line. Whereas using both rulers, you don't have to add any additional markings like you can see here. After I've moved in from that bottom left corner, I'm going to stitch an inside curved line using the inside out machine quilting ruler, and I'm going to stitch a curved line that goes up and runs right into my first curved stitch line. Once I reach that, I'll stitch right along that line as close to on top of my previous stitch line as I can. Traveling back to the top, then I'll stitch back along right on top of my previous stitches, coming back down, creating that nice intersection at the top, stitching down 1/2 inch. When I get to that 1/2 inch point, then I'm going to stitch a second curve down to the opposite side of the block. I'll repeat that process, crossing over my lines at the top of the block until I have filled in this block with 4 of those inside crossover designs. Now I could continue that design and stitch it all the way into the center, but I do like the look that it creates, leaving a small portion open on the inside. It helps give it that stained glass effect. Once I finished the design, then I would stitch in the ditch all the way around the outside of the block. Hey friends, I hope you enjoyed today's block and found a little bit of inspiration with my machine quilting. Now just remember, you can pick up the panel, the rulers, the thread, all of the notions that I'm using in this video today over on my website, peaceandquilt.com. And don't forget to share your progress pictures over on Instagram using the hashtag Let's Stitch with Natalia. That's where we will be selecting winners for weekly prizes. See you all tomorrow.